always say if you're in Rome, you do what the Romans do. So as you can see, tuk-tuks everywhere, look. Tuk-tuks everywhere, look at that. So, we're going to go on a tour, we're going to get on a tuk-tuk too, just like the locals. Alright, so, we go?
So this is a combination of 3 different markets. The one we just passed is a smuggler's market. Behind the smuggler's market we have recycling markets. And third we have a spice market here. It's going to be crowded later. So now we're going to go to the old city. That's a Showa Gate.
Showa Gate.
Showa Gate.
Okay.
So we're going to walk through. The reason why it's called Showa Gate, King Minilik was the king of Showa, southwest part of Addis Ababa.
Okay.
So around 1850s, 1880s, he came to unify Harar as a part of Ethiopia because Harar was independent. So he entered through here with his troops. So they gave him a name to show that where he came from. So we call it Showa.
Wow.
So we're gonna go to Showa Gate, and the original Arabic name is called Asmadin Gate.
Asmadin Gate.
Asmadin. Yeah, so there is Arabic written on the gate. So the youngest building in the old city is about 150 years old, and the oldest one is 1,000 years old.
Wow.
So it's a mix-up architecture of Indian, Armenians, Egyptian, Turkey. It's a biodiverse architectural influence.
Wow.
So the size of the old city is 1 square kilometer. Within 1 square kilometer, we have 82 mosques, 2 churches, 365 streets.
Wow.
And we have about 30,000 population inside. So that makes it the furthest holy Muslim city because you can squeeze a lot of mosques in a small area. And it's called a town of saints because a lot of holy people, follower of Prophet Muhammad came here. So we'll explore in.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome.
Thank you. Oh yeah. What's your step?
So this is my favorite bread. I think we'll try it later.
What's it called?
It's a brown. We call it local bread.
Okay.
So it's a culture that comes from Italian or French. This is a new machine. This is a traditional baking area. We will see it.
Okay.
Very delicious and a smoky brown bread. We'll try some fresh later.
Okay.
Come here.
What is that?
That's full.
Full?
The fava beans. So the fava is cooked in advance, and in the morning, when people are on the spot, you will ask for a full. So they will put onion, they add up oil, they cook it, they add up tomato, chili, garlic, and they add up the boiled and thick fava beans on the top. So this is a street food in Harar, very popular dish. We'll try some later.
Okay.
So this is life on the street.
Yeah. So how much does one cost like that?
Maybe a plate will cost about 30 birr. You'll have like 1 plate of that with 3 pieces of bread and a cup of tea.
And in dollars, about how much?
It's about less than $1.
That sounds good.
Just like in all African markets, this market was busy. People buying, selling, or selling up shop. Plus, you get to see some amazing faces. Check out this man right here. Look how he smiles. It says it all, right? Ha ha ha. Then, we got to see these amazing ladies selling their roosters. Look at their smiles. Check out this boy. And check out this lady. Look at the smile. This is how local Ethiopians greet each other.
So we are in Harar. As I mentioned this history before, Harar was unified by Minilik II. He came here around 1881 to unify Ethiopia. Harar is advanced for all the technologies because of his nephew, Ras McConnell.
We enjoyed seeing the kids play freely, and it was nice to see the 404 Peugeot of the 60s drive through the Dude Gates.
We are in the center of the old city. It's called Faras Magala. So it means Faras Magala. Before we have this old French car, the 404. 1960s, locals used horses, and they used to park them here. So that's why we call it Horse Square.
Horse Square.
Yeah. So in the main square of the old city, we have 5 streets, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. So each street takes you to each gate. So we are right in the center. and
wow.
that is Orthodox Church.
This one right here.
Yeah, it's called Madhanyalam. In English, it means Holy Savior Church.
All right, we're going down Makina Girgir Street.
It is named after the old singer machine. So when they use a machine, it produces a sound called gir 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 gir.
Oh, okay,
so we
okay.
call it the Girgir Street, where most of the traditional fabrics are made here.
On this street, everybody had old sewing machines, as you can see. We also had a chance to feed some goats some chat. After eating the chat, they got high and started to fight.
We're about to enter the honeymoon palace of Emperor Haile Selassie. It's owned by a private person. So come, let's go check it out. All right.
This palace is Tafari Mekonnen Honeymoon Palace. Tafari means the real names of Haile Selassie or the birth names of Haile Selassie. His honeymoon palace, and when he was a governor of Harar, he lives in this building. This building built it by Indian architects, 1911. I show you what he was collecting inside.
Okay.
And number 2 for Haile Selassie, on the top of it, a lion of Judah. And number 1 for Mengistu, the communist leaders, or written in Amharic alphabet for Haile Selassie, respect Haile Selassie and loves of country, or written.
So you said Haile Selassie used those guns?
This guns here for using like this, and that is for him, M1, American. This one.
After a tour of Emperor Haile Selassie's love palace, we saw this young man feeding hawks some fresh meat in the old town. So we decided to try it out. It was an amazing experience, hand feeding hawks. After feeding the hawks, he showed us his skill of cutting the meat with 2 knives. After cutting up the meat, it was cooked with some onions and tomatoes and served with some injera. As you can see, Ethiopians can't live without injera.
I don't even know him, but I'm going to try his food.
Yeah, this is how Ethiopia. Everybody welcome you.
Very nice. Tasty. Taste the onions and nice and crunchy. Love it. Okay. Galatoma. Guys, I'm full. I'm trying so much stuff in Harar. It's not even fun. It's nice and hot too. Oh, you can see it's fresh. Oh, it's hot. I don't know if you can see the smoke coming out of it. Oh, you see it? Let me taste it and tell you guys what it tastes like. Good. Wow, guys.
I grew up eating this all the time.
Really?
My favorite.
Smoky, it's not our
Salty.
favorite.
I love it.
Guys, this is tourist approved. Good stuff.
The bakery owner was so nice. He even invited us to the back to see how the bread is made. I guess this is what we call behind the scenes access. I was highly impressed. Whenever you are in Ethiopia, make sure you try this bread. You will love it, and you will thank me later. I bet you.
We're about to go down the Reconciling Street, and they call it that because the more you go, the tighter it gets. So let's say if you have an argument with somebody and you get over there, you're going to make body contact. You have no choice but to share the road with the person. That's why they call it Reconciling Street. So let's go. Come here. In the morning it was cold. Now it's hot. That's why I have my sweater like that. So the more you get here, the tighter it gets. Look at this. See that? Look. So there's no way you can pass here without making body contact with somebody else. So we're heading back to our hotel.
Yep, look at these guys, even in the tuk-tuk.
It's crazy.
People everywhere moving.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're heading back to the hotel now, guys. Hope you had fun in the market with us.